learned going through some of the defensive drills on that you can take back to the offensive side that may help you? I mean, anything like that?
Yeah, I really learned how to cover more, to cover a receiver, and I looked, as a defensive back, I looked for certain keys to pick up on, things that I didn't realize that were so obvious as a receiver's running routes. So as I'm running my routes, I'm able to think about the things that they look for in their keys and disguise those things better.
There seems to be a track record of new offenses, new schemes, teams starting out. It takes a little bit of time to get going. What is your personal the offensive side of football, the offense's expectations? Do you think it's possible to hit the ground running game one, or is it going to take a little bit of time?
I think it's possible. I think with the amount of plays that we ran, we just had such a high volume that we've had more plays than if we were to huddle up. If we were to huddle up, we'd have, let's say 50 plays, but running at the pace we do, we have 80. So I think just with the spring and fall camp, we've been able to run more plays, have a higher volume, and therefore we're, I think, a little bit ahead of the curve with that.
On a personal note, what is a couple of days away from this game? What are the emotions that you're going through?
A couple of days away from offense?
No, a couple of days away from the game.
Oh, a couple of days away from game, Virginia. Well, as you can tell, I'm just focused on, one day at a time, thinking about things that we can control, learning the schemes, learning what we do against certain defenses that they run. And honestly, right now I don't feel, a ton of nervousness. Maybe I'll feel more jitters as it gets closer. But my goal and the team's goal is to just focus on our thing and do our thing.
Does it feel good to be back?
Yeah.
On the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Rather than doing back pedals, now you're running forward again. What's it like being back at your old position?
Yeah, it's a little bit of, it's a fresh air, little bit, I guess, a breath of fresh air. I'm able to feel more comfortable running routes, and I'm just more comfortable with my assignment, I guess.
Yeah. Did the switch to cornerback now? Did it kind of put you back a little bit to maybe get some playing time come Virginia?
I don't know if it put me back necessarily getting playing time. I was a little bit rusty coming back. I remember that first day.
So you're running your route to the back pedal rather than forward. Is that what you say?
Yeah, something like that. So I was just a little bit rusty, getting used to, I guess, just getting used to running routes and running off a defender rather than being the defender and just reacting to everything they do.
Yeah. What have you seen from Virginia? Obviously, you play the slot receiver position. What have you seen from the 4-3 defense, and what are you kind of expecting from those linebackers? They got some pretty good ones in Brim and Coley and those guys.
Yeah, we're expecting all of their guys on the defensive side of the ball to be good athletes.
Yeah.
We're expecting them to have a lot of man coverage and some zone coverages, and we've prepped for both man and zone. And we're just expecting them to be athletes. So we've been practicing all week as if it's Virginia, and we feel comfortable with the looks we're going to get and how we're going to react.